get a couple of things set up, and then we will take a look at the rest of the stream. Let's see, where's the world channel? There it is. And okay, let's. Okay, let's get into it. First off, we are in region 298. Currently watching a Metro rally, and I want to make sure I get the person who brought this to my attention some credit. Excelsior, thank you for bringing it to my attention. We are looking at a Victor. Let's see, who else do they got Victor paired with? Victor Thunder. This definitely focusing on the mixed rally side of things. Give me just a minute to check on something about Victor. I cannot remember the talents that he comes blessed with. He does have the defense and garrison tree, which is very nice. However, he doesn't come with the infantry tree, so they're focusing on the mixed rally side of things. The mixed garrison, which is okay. It's just not going to be as effective as you would like. Especially not as effective as a full infantry garrison. Let's take a look at the offensive side of things. Infantry is running a Eddie Jin. We are definitely seeing a lot more of Jin since the update. The increased rally capacity, putting it at 2.3 million, definitely has made a difference because it's a 15% increase to rally capacity. Then you've got Eddie's sustainability, decent skill damage. Looking at the garrison now, it's not out healing the basic damage. Actually, on that note, I do want to mention to JDX Hapala, but it does not look as if he's in this alliance. Let's see if they're in Apocalypsis. No. They are so stacked up. I want to get the message out to them. It might be from KF. There it is. Just in case people don't know that trick, when you've got this much field coverage, especially when it's this dense, the best option you have to getting reinforcements in there is to run a rally against the one hitting you. And the entire aim is not to actually attack the rally because it's going to get swarmed immediately. But once you get low on troops, you can run a 2 million rally, have it get there safely. Hey Andy, you were the one that gave me the information on this, so thank you for that. Once the rally gets to this location, cancel it. Any members that are actively paying attention, obviously, can move their troops into the garrison. Oh, but looks like they're just going to go for a straight push, which works just fine. Just know that You're going to get swarmed the whole way down. This is solid, though. This is some. I got to admit, that's some top tier coordination getting troops in there. And just get them in. Now the garrison has more troops. Honestly, that works. You're going to have some people that don't make it. That's fine. But losing troops to field fighting is a lot better than losing the metro as a whole. And because this side was empty, another person made it in. But you can tell they put in garbage. Notice how the damage actually increased from this end. The healing also increased, but so did the damage. If you've seen my damage calculation video, you know that troop counts actually make a difference in how much damage either side does. But it definitely should have been it should have been stable or decreased with the amount of troops, unless what was put in is weak, which is entirely possible. They're trying to just get troops in there right now, and lower tier troops are much faster. Cursory check to see how many troops are in, but this rally will still be here for a while. Let me double check, make sure. Oh. $70 million. I was told an alliance was dead. False information been advised since then that it isn't, so MBDs cannot take it. Simple. Hold on a second. Looks like message to the leader that took the city away. Oh, they've changed the garrison to Jin Wakamoto running a Thunder Lewis, which if it's full infantry, that'll work. Otherwise, you're missing out on some infantry talents that Thunder could have been running. But the AoE, that's one thing about the AoE. It's on Lewis. It doesn't extend far past the metropolis. So you can basically stick to the road and you're fine. And here we've switched back to Halapalas. Let's see. Let's see if I can find that person that was taking over. First, Halapala. Kind of a mixed set, went for troop training, research, and squad capacity so that they can kind of lean into everything. Was it Jin PP? No. I don't think it was. It was a small Jin, but I didn't see the rest of it. Not bad. Kind of a ranged focus in picking up pants for the research speed, but this is definitely a group that's more focused on development than they are combat. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I know. You have your tablet on your bed.
I don't see it anywhere.
It's on.
Get out of there now.
It's on your bed, Farron. Okay. Well, it looks as if this one's going to be here for a little while. Let me do a quick search of the top regions and see how the metros are doing. No, please click the correct buttons. As you can see, 121 beat us. I would love to say we did better than I thought, but no, we really did not. Our metro didn't get taken yet, but 161's did, and yeah, this is a mess. This is just the most inactive Region 1 I've seen. It's extremely disheartening to know that all three of these are under 700,000 right now. 96 taking over, nothing special. I'm surprised there's no metro rallies right now. 4 and 59 duking it out. 194 likely took 182 from them, but again, they kind of run away with this. Here's 1.2 from 233, but they lost their metropolis. Oh, that's why. Each loon can get presents, but in terms of sheer damage. There's my old buddies. I wonder if H loon will try and take this back. That'll be interesting to watch. Anyways, Dark Seal, Invade, Battle Overview. That was Region 5. Yep. Region 6, 67 has lost theirs, likely to 159. There's ours. Yeah. Just a lot. Not a lot of activity here between 520 and 26. Oh, we have another one. 179 is in the process of having theirs fought over. Axe is defending it. They have the field control. But there's a couple of members of law that are causing. They're definitely controlling one corner of the map, but that's it. They can't fight them off. And with Lewis on point, it's dealing a lot of damage. Thing is, I actually don't know if there's friendly fire on the. I need to check that. Who's all is it hitting? Yeah, it is hitting. Oh boy. Ilaw's 179 is rallying 155. We have a counter rally going. Any of the Ilaw members that are around this metro are taking a lot of damage, so Axe should be taking advantage of that and fighting close to the metro. Sure, you don't like this rally hitting your base, and weakening Lewis may seem like a bad idea, but hitting full marches with that Lewis, with that skill damage, oh. Is there any other regions here? Is it just 179 and 155? I don't see anyone here. The rally ended. All the troops are still fighting. Just one moment. I need to add this information to. Sorry, I'm trying to work on where the efficiency is on where the efficiency changes. Still 100% at 6.5 million. But at 34 million, it drops to 60. At 23 million, it's at 80%. And what do we got? Okay. Honestly, if this passive was working as intended, it would actually be pretty solid if we were looking at overall kills. One hand, sure, but made him stand out against Miyamoto, for example. Reduction in skill damage, which running the numbers on 4 reports looks like 18 to 22%. Full rally time. I take reduced skill damage because of the passive. 26% of the full rally time they're dealing decreased counter damage, which is good for even counter rallies set against their rally in our favor, and reduced HP. Good for counter rallies set into their rally our favor. That's what you need. Kit he was designed for in weakening the enemy rally and applies that to further benefit the counter rallies that we set onto them. That is true. Sorry, this conversation is about using Jonathan on defense on a garrison. We're looking at the option of having the skill damage reduction and the counter damage reduction that he applies on a consistent basis against a rally, which, while isn't the greatest for him personally, does greatly does benefits counter rallies set against the rally he's against. Trade's been amazing with him against all sorts of rallies. Those reductions. Yeah, but is it that, or is it just your stats are that much better? Because this is okay. Adele, Mr. Brain, Adut Rigoro, Adut Tom, um, Addy Rigoro, or Addy Tom, or Adut Eddie, or Tom Rigoro. Which couple would be better together? Of those four, you're trying to find pairs for Adut, Rigoro, Tom, and Eddie. Eddie, Adut, Rigoro, Tom. Adut, Eddie, sorry, Eddie, Adut in that order, because Adut will get killed on the field. Um, Eddie and Adut are both offensive commanders. I'll come back to this. Here, let's go take a look at 298 real quick. See if that rally is still going. Looks like it is. Tom and Rigoro are a very solid defensive couple. Rigoro giving shields, Tom giving heals, boosting his own heals, having a nice damage reduction on whatever target he's hitting. Adds up fairly well. Can't really complain there. But, and, well, sorry, not but. And Eddie Adut is an offensive powerhouse, especially when you get Eddie awakened and start dropping HP debuffs on the enemy. We'll be here for a second. Because Eddie still has one of the most, is up there for one of the most broken awakened abilities in the game. When the shield, it says the, it's a shield. A shield. When a shield is broken, reduces the HP of up to 3 nearby squads by 20% for 2 seconds. Yes, Z, I was looking at that, and you're looking at what Yuno, Lionheart, and I'll look through this again in a second. You do have a pretty massive troop advantage over them. It just need to see what the troops are. But anyways, like I was saying, Eddie is about dealing damage more so than preventing it, even though he does have a shield. This is primarily for activating this ability. 2500 is nice. It's not going to do too much, and as low as it is, it will deactivate or break within that first second. Chances are. But he's going to make it hurt for a couple seconds afterwards. that massive counter damage, decent squad defense, and HP buffs, but again, it's more focused on reducing enemy squad HP in a couple of different ways. And that plays into Adit's high attack power. Total 44 here, total 40 here, meaning she has an 84% buff. It's really nice. So yeah, short answer. Rigoro and Tom, Adut and Eddie. Now, back to, let's see, can I look at, I probably can't do both at the same time, but this is a Thunder Tom. Oh, what it wouldn't give to have that Thunder Lewis on standby as they're walking by. Yeah, Yuna, Curdy, I didn't expect Curdy to be considered stronger than you. Oh, that's stupid. The silly little attacks they were doing for 20 seconds at a time that weren't accomplishing much, but were getting. Okay. Did this actually function? Okay. The enemy. That's kind of nice. It's not a bad activation rate either. 6 to 8 seconds here. Recycle went off once. Oh, and that's just to start the timer. Never mind. Not a bad amount of skill damage either. What were they able to do? 4 times Miracle of the Century. You did have a solid. Well, good. They need to fix those problems. And honestly, I'll probably, if I'm not helping people out with their accounts next week, I will be looking into if any of the other commanders aren't functioning properly. Because I didn't even think to check the timings on some of these. I kind of figured it would just work as it's intended to. 6, 6, 5 here. That's a 5-second skill cycle on Julia. Jesus Christ. But still, you got yours off 3 times. They got theirs off 4 times, and you were outdoing them in damage. I am curious about that because this should have gone off at least once, shouldn't it have? Or was it not a long enough attack? No, just shy. Wait, this is supposed to be 20 seconds, isn't it? Every 20 seconds, inflict damage. Yeah, and it still didn't function. Okay, next. This is a solid infantry rally that they were losing. Again, you have 4 million with. Yeah, everything's tier 6 with 1.7 million. Yeah, that's why. Oh, definitely going to need to look into that. This is 12 minutes. 12 minutes, recycle went off 5 times. It's supposed to go off every 20 seconds. 40, 40. Yeah, this is the one you sent me the other day where we noticed it. Or they were outdoing you in damage. Lionheart. 3 minutes and change. Recycle 1 time at the very beginning. Doesn't go off again. What the? And Lionheart. what was that, a minute and a half? One time, didn't go off again. What in the world? If it's a damage source coming from you, it should affect whoever's in that combat. Like, I would understand if it wasn't hitting that target because it says it's a random target. But when Lewis's skill goes off and hits multiple targets, like this person just gets hit by Lewis. So we see them show up in the combat because they're within range. If Recycle's abilities was working on someone else, it should have. Need to clear out of this one. They are still holding on. Wait, what do we got going on? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on some drama. What other heroes hit nearby random squads? I know it's not an AoE, but you would think if you have a damaging ability that's affecting another squad, similar to Lewis's AoE or Jacob's, it would show that in the combat report if it was functioning properly. Because it would make sense if um, that random damage was just poking another unit that was walking by. You would hate it, but it would make sense. But this is just skipping an entire set because it's not even doing a 20-second gap. It's at minimum 40 seconds, and it's not even getting all of those. Hmm. This is going to be here for a while. Go take a look at some of the other regions again. Is this one we looked at already? Nope. Buds is getting rallied by Lisa. 150 versus 148. This is going to be a while. Oh. I'm an infantry main. I love infantry with a passion. I have done more work with infantry units than infantry commanders than any other. I cannot, for the life of me, understand why Thunder has been so popular on rallies. I don't get it. The only thing you're accomplishing is making that rally take forever, especially on single rallies like this. Sure, Lisa could. Let's see. Is there any other alliances from 148 over here? Probably not. No, wait, we got Soul. They could move some people over, and there's a GLLC person. They could run a second rally or even 3 rallies on this target. They're not doing that. Instead, they're just keeping a Thunder Tom rally versus a Thunder Adut garrison. Let's see. Monster Tang 132. Not bad. Not bad equipment wise. Can't really see armaments. Versus Lisa Solong, which is 187. That's a killer. Okay. So the difference in combat we're seeing right now is primarily due to Solon's level. It's got to be a point swap, right? Like, we promise we won't kill any more of your shelters if you let us just rally this with the most defensive rally possible. And here we go. Can you keep it full for the next 8 hours? The only true. I gotta see something. Yeah, my shelter was attacked, I know. But they already started a point advantage, a point disadvantage on the rally. You're going to have more heavily wounded troops to work with versus lightly wounded. And rallies tend to lose under rallying further. No. No, Andy. It's ridiculous. You're basically just sending Thunder to work and sitting them there for 8 hours to accomplish jack shit. At least Eddie can hurt something. I feel bad for Thunder's Awaken skill because I can boost the damage of what? Your basic attack is getting nerfed by the other Thunder. Tom's skill damage is minor compared to other commanders in this game. One big benefit for them right now is the fact that the enemy running a Dut on defense is getting heavily nerfed by Tom's active skill, reducing damage output of a Dut. And for a couple of rounds, it hits below 1500 in basic attack and counterattack damage because Tom's skill goes off. Mm. This just hurts. Don't worry, we'll be back in 3 hours to check out the results of that rally. Okay, that was down here in. That was 14. Okay. Nada here. This game desperately needs a spectator mode. Oh, here we go. Like, hey, here's some combat going on in this region. Ah, finally, a double rally, and this is going to do well. There it is again. Are they both running it? No, that is an Eddie Raigoro and a Mia Thunder. Granted, it's a double rally. It's going to win. The trades on it are already phenomenal. But, Jesus Christ. And it appears that It's targeting. Let's see. Which one is it targeting? Yeah, it's targeting Mia. So Eddie back there, his shield's not taking really any damage. Yes, the HP debuffs are going to be really nice because there's no way. Where's see if I can find him. There you go. Yeah, there's no way his Eddie is not awakened. And you're right. Z is not dealing any of the counter damage. It seems like he's just there to provide the HP debuffs and deal a little bit of damage himself. What's going on? Oh, it's Curdy. Oh, it's you again. And so while this is a double rally, this wasn't planned out well. Honestly, Thunder Raigoro as the lead taking the damage versus no. Even just Eddie Raigoro taking the hits would have been better. Thunder's damage buff and his attack reduction don't require him to be the one being hit. Unless you're just trying to get that counter skill off from Mia, which perfectly fine. Correct. You can't. Which is why a lot of infantry rallies will have been going with an Eddie Jin as the sustained march or the sustained rally because it can still get the counter damage, still apply shield, still apply its HP debuff consistently while still being able to take a hit. Both of these rallies require counter damage to really pop off. I mean, they'll win. And it'll probably keep them using this tactic for a while. But for the same reason, I shouldn't have been the one to go over to BBQ yesterday when they were running rallies, because it was ballsy over there and I have no ranged troops. They're running two infantry rallies from two different alliances without planning ahead of time. I should have planned better. If I play Rider, my whole armaments, what spell? I'm going to do you huge favor. Give me 1 minute. You all hang out right here while I go find something. Technically, yes. Eddie Raigoro as a sustained rally would give Eddie another source of shields for his HP debuff to work off of. And hold on, let me double check on something. This is Region 78. Pretty sure the counter damage only works on Garrison, but no. Squad damage reduction, counter damage by 30%. So if it's taking the hits, it's dealing damage. Plus, get a 16% damage dealt bonus whenever a shield is activated. It's not Raigoro as a sustainer isn't bad. So yeah, definitely viable. Let me go back to 78 before I zoom in, because I want to see this end. There we go. Yeah, look at the massive trades they're doing now. Look how much time Eddie just spent over here without taking a single bit of damage. And there it is. ENX got the final hit because, of course, they did. Go take a look and see if we can find some more. Fade battle overview. I was down in the 32 to 42 range, I believe. Check this again. There we go. Oh, look how the mighty have fallen. One all the way down here in 44. So it's 3, but I mean, we know it's bound to happen. The main alliances start consolidating. Wait, this was that rally we were watching earlier. But this is a different team trying to hit it. And it is getting swarmed hard. Oh, look at that Peter Hank rally. Just dead. When you've got so much field control and no damage output on your rally, just wonderful. Anyways, what's in the tower? Tier 6? I don't know what tower you're talking about, Z-Quad. You'll have to be a bit more specific. What you got for me, Z? Metro. Okay, cool. Oh, it's REOE. Look at this beautiful Julia Lewis March. Even, well, close to even on basic attacks, which means that Thunder Lewis is losing in the damage department. It's doing over 50,000 in skill damage. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Look at that skill cycle. A 5-second skill cycle on a 3-second silence, and it's just eating away at Thunder. They need to be rallying the crap out of that Julia. Actually, they could probably swarm it. Or at least cheese Lewis's skill damage. Something. Weaken the crap out of that. In this metro, knowing Region 70, it's probably a mix of Tier 6 and Tier 5 at this point. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure if you can do it in the metro, but I know in towers you can stack your own uh, troops, multiple sets in the same tower. I don't know if you can do that in the metro. Oh, metro should be full infantry if at all possible. Another one. But this one's a good one. Oh no, Pot's gonna make it in there. Okay, we'll have to come back to this one. This is Region 70. What do we got here? Region 80 also has one going on. LESF, Lark. Yeah, Lark is a fighter. DHX Tifa. DHX members came down here. LESF isn't going to let them move. Yeah, a DHX member came down here. Look at that. Are they allied with him, or did they just come down here for giggles? Giggles, looks like. Came to 80 for giggles. Tom Thunder Garrison. Look at that 8,000 healing. Can't get that anywhere else. But if you're up against someone who can actually deal a decent amount of damage to you, Tom Thunder is a hard wall to break against a single target. You just giving me shit. This one will also. This Tom Thunder is not going to break. They're not beating him on basic attacks at all. And all of the skill damage Bella is trying to deal is getting healed off in a couple of turns. It's. They'll need to keep it full. Yeah, they canceled. I have a feeling. And third one. Range does have troop advantage against infantry, but when you're looking at the sheer defensive difference between infantry and ranged, They don't compare. Infantry has higher defense and HP than ranged does, and with the right with the right commanders, can overpower ranged units in attrition. Okay, is this a Julia Carey? It's a little bit slower. It is a Julia Carey, but the silence is still working as it should, just not as much. The attack animation of the Headless Horseman is really nice. But it is throwing off my ability to see the freaking skill damage. We get to watch this one go down. Bye bye, JDX. We knew you well. You're not surviving that. Next one on the list. A bulky rider going with Sven Elena and not having a flank is not smart. .250 has two different alliances they could be running rallies from right now, and the amount of damage increase that you would get from just having another rally on it, thanks to Elena being in the picture. Oh, yeah, this rally isn't going to make it. Tom Thunder is going to out heal anything. There you go. Just get it out of the way. If you're going to run Elena, she needs to have someone else helping her. Okay. Appreciate it. Oh, you could have swore you can hold 3 metros. Yeah, you get points for holding 3 metros. I'll check the last one in a second, but Dark Seal rules. Yeah, Federation owns 3 metropolises. You can hold 3. You can hold 3 if you want. Oh, they canceled. But 86 is still holding theirs. Means the rally just canceled. Derpy Nyancat. That is impressive. Oh, less impressive. Highest might's 100 million. Okay. Still, Derpy Nyancat. What's going on here? Oh, he's burning. It's not safe to film from your car. It's just not. Oh, swarming this one down. Tom Thunder getting swarmed. Not fun. I mean, he's still getting good trades here in this last little bit. Only they could get a nice swarm of people to just march in there. But no. That last heal. Well, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they'll get another heal off. 117 just had too much of a presence in the area. OV1. I think I've heard of it before. 7 billion, not definitely not bad for down there. Um, that is odd, though. They just worn out, I guess. Heading back. REOE's going again with another Julia rally. And it just kicks off so quickly. I remember Plus. I remember you. Why do I remember? Yep, I remember that face. Thunder's passive healing is really saving him right now. But I do feel bad for him running Lewis in order to try and get the skills at least to the point of activation faster, only for them to sit there for a couple of seconds. This will be here for a minute. Second one was this. Okay. Nope, this is a June carry rally this time. I think 78 had that really long one going on. No, it wasn't 78. No way that rally would be over already. Already owns this one. Just one moment. I will be right back. Okay. Apologies, I have returned. Here's another double. Then, okay. Finally. Wait, who is this hitting? Oh. Sorry, I had to facepalm there for a second. If you didn't notice, the primary target of the garrison is that Julia rally, which is why it's taking so much damage. And that means Miyamoto's counters aren't being utilized. Yeah. Just, ow. Just, I guess it bothers me to see it. One of the reasons that we did so well in the last archipelago raid is because we had multiple alliances that were all on the same page. And we avoided small mistakes like this to the best of our ability.
I saw you kids walking on the top.
Yeah, they get tablets on the weekend. That's their thing.
But they were doing it go to bed?
Well, no, they don't really go to bed. Not this early though. Not on the weekends. They just can't be running around like crazy. Thank you for letting me know though. Sorry about that. My wife has a friend over to binge watch Has Been Hotel tonight, and her kids are over, and I made a space for them, and I guess the rules are different in their house than they are in mine. Look at that. I will say this. One, I don't like when small mistakes like this are made. Infantry rallies should be taking the brunt of the damage. As soon as you realize they aren't, it needs to be pulled back and reset. Especially if you have field control like this and you can keep them from getting into the base. Well, 249 is going to make it in. Oh, he's over there with single troops trying to weaken Lewis. Okay. Um, if the infantry's not taking the main brunt of the damage, cancel and reset. Doesn't. It takes a little time. It's just better. Two, look at the trades on this. Yes, Julia is dealing a lot of skill damage. Mia is dealing decent skill damage. Even though it's a Mia Tom. But look at the basic damage trades on this. Thunder is healing off quite a bit. The infantry rally isn't going to take a lot of damage because it can heal itself, but it's also not taking any damage. Sorry. If it was taking more damage, that heal would be to better use, and this Julia rally wouldn't be about to die. Ugh. If Z's still in this, he knows this would be it would have been an immediate cancel. Once this hit yellow, and you realize this wasn't going to work, it would just cancel. Hell, just let them cancel and reset. This rally can take the hits for the next 5 minutes. Hey, Smoke Ult. Is that a trying to figure out what that first picture is? It kind of looks like a whiteboard. You're coming out from behind a whiteboard. Yeah, you have ranged units leaving the rally. The kitten bursting through a wall of snow. I've seen that meme. It's hilarious. I have arrived. Anyways, they're gonna keep refilling that rally. I mean, technically speaking, it'll eventually win. The trades are not gonna be great. It'll be interesting to see a 2-1 trade Rally versus Garrison actually win. Is Rev T. No minimum might of 25 million, no minimum kill count of 1 million, which I need to ask. Oh, we've lost ours. Lion just kind of walked over us. Did they? Oh, I bet that was hilarious to watch. This is in 249 that this is happening. We haven't lost our Metro. However, it's safe to say we did not win our Darkseal. I'm happy to say we competed. 900,000 in glory. Nothing to scoff at. Well, of course, you take a Metro from one of the one of the greats like that. It's yeah. Yeah, they were probably all over. Oh wait, ROK is up against H and who are they up against this time around? HNB. But they're not really competing right now, which is really weird. ROK is capable of much more fighting than this. Oh wait, did I just miss a port in? No, a port out. Just missed a port out. Okay. Watch this for a second. I'm hearing noises. Right back. Okay. It's. Have I mentioned how much it's bothering me? The lack of counter rallies against these? They're just single car troops. Old Beard is just trying to get to. counter rally against this Julia right here would be extremely effective, even if it was an infantry rally. Because while Lewis would hurt, it would weaken the damage dealt to the main garrison, as well as deal a lot of damage to Julia, and that's who's actually hurting this garrison right now. Santa's coming to kill some people. The only thing I can think of as to why they wouldn't do that is they're in fear of having their shelters swarmed as soon as you leave your, as soon as they start the rally. However, most people don't have 5 full sets of troops to work with. Oh, just missed this one. $131 is aiming to take it. This 115 controls it right now. I don't see anyone marching to a singular location for a rally, though. They're just rallying the shelters right now. Julia Jin for sustain against Thunder Lewis. We'll have to watch this go down and see if they'll actually start a rally on. No Money's definitely got power over him. He's at least making it hurt. They definitely made this rally. They definitely hurt this rally as far as kills. Hitting a shelter definitely hurts. Here we go. Penguin running a Julia Carey rally. Let's see this hit. Not a bad. Oh, okay, not the greatest basic damage trades. 50,000 in damage, and he is not healing near enough. Carey is blocking off at least 2 seconds of. Oh, switch. Okay. Carey's blocking off about 2 seconds of Thunder's heals after Julia's silence goes off. Checking skill cycle 1. About a 6 second skill cycle on average, depending on how often certain skills go off. The Thunder Victor Garrison is not doing well. Yes, Vile. John Kerry does have a nice niche in lowering the healing capabilities of the target, which was primarily created to try and weaken Thunder. But when he was initially made, lining it up with Thunder's healing wasn't working well. Like it just wasn't able to. It wasn't able to shut it down enough because Kerry did not have great rage generation. And at the time, Chun actually had lower rage regeneration than most other ranged commanders. So the skills took forever to get off, and getting it to line up with Thunder's healing perfectly was impossible. So it was deemed not worthwhile. What pairing Carry Up with Julia does is if Julia's silence stops Thunder's heal, then at the end of that 3 seconds, Thunder will start healing. But Carry has a 5 second reduction in HP. In healing. So for the next, at minimum, 2 seconds, Thunder's heals aren't going to be as effective. I think it's 50%. So not only is Julia keeping him from healing, Carry weakens his first two heals of the fight, of his skill. So yeah, 131 had no chance of not taking that. So not much going on there anymore. That's this one. This one was already taken. MRR holding well. Second one taken by LESF. Eventually, this was taken. Finally. Against a double rally, RVET shouldn't have been holding as long as they were, but poor planning. Okay, take a look for ourselves. Go down into 50s this time. No fighting. Oh. 280 still got stuff going on. Let's go take a look. 280 is take. Oh my god. Who's Regaro targeting? Can't really tell. Based on the damage output, I'm going to say he's targeting the KFK. 298 is trying to take it back from 280, with 289 kind of sitting here, patrolling. And this will determine if 289 and 298 are working together. They are not. Thunder Lewis is an interesting choice on this. And I say that because of Thunder's Awaken skill, increasing the damage of yourself and nearby allies by, I believe, 15%. That would boost Lewis's damage output. And they are running it with some range to. It looks like ranged. I can't really tell. You all watch this for a moment. I've got to make a quick trip. Okay. Hosting additional peoples is difficult. Looks like 289 is prepping to take it away from 298 as soon as they win, but they're not going to do anything about it sooner. Honestly, they could launch their own rally as well as counter rallies and wipe them all out at the same time. It would be nothing for them. The fact that they're swarming this rally makes no sense though. It's capable of taking basic damage hits. It's dishing out a lot of counter damage. Getting hit by a full Lewis rally isn't exactly the best either. I mean, the trades are definitely better on this end, but still. Well, 298 is definitely going to win this one, even if it is 2 infantry rallies with a thunder lead. I need to check on something real quick, though. I'll come back to 280 in a second. My P shield goes out in an hour. Do need to try and get as many of these as I can. Falling behind Bogdanka in the ranking here, but that's fine considering the ranking rewards are primarily carbon steel and gems, and they won't come until after everything's done. I do have a few speed ups I can use at the very end if I needed to get a few more points before top commander is over. But my phase ranking is dropped to 7th with Yang and Tommy picking up some additional points. Overall, I've still got this by a little bit. Back to 280. Still got a little bit of time to watch this. Oh, they're just filling it with garbage now. Oh, right now. Good lord. At this point, just give up on it. Trades on it are just hurting. Where did Chew come from? From a mile away? Come on. It's one thing I really hate about infantry rallies. They take forever. Even when they're weakened like this. If you all find anything that you would like to showcase during the stream, please feel free to let me know, either in the chat or in the game. In PvP. I don't even know who you are. Huh. I don't remember seeing next. Bogdanka is burning now. Get to watch it end. But they're not going to make it into here. Why not? Oh, they're pulling out. Lord, why is this taking forever? You all can watch this. I'll be right back. Oh, well. That's that. Okay. And it's still here. And they've got a third rally on it now, but it's a counter rally from 289 that is absolutely demolishing this range. This Thunder Lewis. They could probably swarm it down. Come on, man. Man, they can't just leave this group alone, can they? Well, I can't sit and watch that. That's getting boring. Find something else. Start from the bottom. Work our way up. Nope. Nope. Oh, it's fucking 280. Just one moment. Sorry, my favorite song came on Has Been Hotel, and I couldn't let that go. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen that show, it's absolutely hilarious, worth the watch. There's only like 8 episodes on Amazon Prime, so definitely go see it. Really, just not going to do anything here, are they? There really is nothing going on right now. Nope. Is this one done yet? Nope. Still hitting it, and it is still got troops in it. It's Popo. They are giving 280 an option to get in. They are not counter rallying 298 though. It's like they are just letting this happen. $298 can't get to the rally. What are you doing? I mean, they're quite literally opening the door up for a counter rally from 280 at this point. It doesn't even give Sexy for You a proper title for combat. Just wow. And there it is, the counter rally. So they're working with 280, it seems like. But then why did they? No, they are against 298. Dang. You're actually going to watch 280 actually succeed in defending this. This is so weird. After 289 just went and took a different metro, they come over here to defend 280's metro. They're going to swarm this Thunder Eddy rally down to nothing. And look at it. As much as I would like to hang around and watch different stuff going on, uh, I don't want to bore you all to death. I don't. Uh, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to reach out to people in my Discord and in game who have been requesting views of their account and start to set up appointments for next week, because I will be spending here. I'll go ahead and back to so I can look at the event calendar. Next week is Alliance League. Actually, where is it? There's no Alliance League this week. Oh, that's interesting. We can focus on Bloody Brandy. We can focus what we want to focus on. Secret Armory and Bloody Brandy at the same time. Ugh, good lord. Um. Anyways, I'll be taking that week to kind of recover resources, start building up tier 6 troops for the next archipelago raid, and honestly just building my account a little bit more now that I have tier 6 unlocked. So hopefully I can set up these appointments to meet with people, go over accounts, try and work on a plan to better their systems and stuff like that, because I owe that to you all. You all have been such a great support for me throughout this entire thing that I want to make sure that I'm giving back to you all as best I can instead of just answering questions. So let me do that tonight, and I'll start um, making the. I'll probably, with people's permission, of course, I will turn them into videos, kind of like I used to do with my arena analysis, and that will put out additional content for next week. Do I know any competitive alliances that accept tier 5 players? DK, what do you mean by competitive? Because we're currently at 10 billion, and I would consider us kind of competitive. But if you're looking to be accepted as a player, that would go to Kev or that would go to Z or Kev. Event, I don't see it. Am I missing it? Alliance League should start tomorrow. The registration should sign up for tomorrow. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't realize. That being said, a lot of competitive alliances or alliances I would consider competitive take tier 5 players. If you've got tier 5 troops to put in rallies and garrisons and stuff like that, there's plenty of alliances that will accept you. You can probably check any of the top 10 in Darkseal, and those regions would be more than happy to take tier 5 players. Tier 5 takes a while to get to. But if you all have any additional questions you would like answered, please feel free to reach out in the chat or in Discord. I'll spend the evening uh, sending out those messages, and hopefully we can get some videos scheduled for next week. I also want to take a look at some of these other newer heroes that we've had and see if there's any other issues with them, because we're learning with Jonathan, with Miyamoto, that their skills aren't functioning as advertised, and I want to make sure we're getting correct information out to people. So, with that all being said, I think that's all I'm going to get for tonight. Thank you all for joining me on the stream. Thank you all for chatting. I love hearing from you all, and I love making these videos for you. This is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, signing off.